Hi everyone, Amy Baldwin here, sex educator and co-owner of Pure Pleasure, and I'm here to talk to you about more ways to experience pleasure in your life. So quite often we get people that come into the shop or come our way that are having sex with other people or sex with themselves, self-love, and are finding that they're not experiencing a lot of pleasure. And the first question I ask these people are you in your body? And I ask this because quite often what people are doing is when we're experiencing touch, sensual touch all over, we aren't in here. We go in here. And when we're in here, quite often we're out there. I know, very abstract concept. We're all over the place. But that's what happens in the brain. That's how the brain works. It's a very, very busy mind. And so if you're one of these people, welcome to the club. That's most humans. So, um, why we do this? Well, that's the monkey mind. That in meditation, that's what we would call it. Is the brain is kind of always seeking for something. It doesn't like just being settled on one point of focus. That's why people are doing meditation, is to try to calm the mind and have one single pointed focus. This applies to sex as well. So if you're touching yourself or you're touching another person or being touched by another person, staying with that touch is the key to more pleasure, more bliss. If you leave, if you're thinking about the laundry that I have to do tomorrow or what I'm going to have for breakfast, I love oatmeal, so I'd be like, what kind of oats am I going to have in the morning? Or whatever it is. What do I look like? What are they thinking? Am I going to come? Typical things that go into the head while there's love or sexy things going on. Instead of doing that, when you see those thoughts come up, look at them, let them go, and come back to the touch. So if it's your own hand on your own body, focus on that. What does it feel like when I rub myself? What does the skin feel like? What are the sensations that I'm feeling? What is my body going through? Same thing when you're being touched by another person, staying with that touch, being in your body. This is a key to sexual empowerment. If you are feeling like your sex life is just a little dull and like it could have more, you're craving more. We want more. This might be something worthy of looking at if you feel like you're constantly in your head during sexy touch. I'm using sexy touch because it sounds sexy. So ways to do that, like I said, meditation, staying with it. You can practice this alone, or ideally doing that before bringing it with a partner will help you to get it down. So practice touching yourself sensually all over the body. You can't really see where my hands are going, but you can imagine, and really focusing on the feelings, staying in the body. From there, you will experience or can experience more pleasure. Because how are you going to experience pleasure if you're not here? How are you going to experience all of the limitless possibilities of that yummy touch if you're not present in your body to feel it, if you're going somewhere else? It's not easy. It takes a lot of work. So this is your challenge. If this is something that comes up for you, make self-love your meditation as a practice. And then in turn, when you're playing with other people, bring it in there too. And it's not only when you're being touched, when you're touching someone else, staying with that touch as well. What does this feel like as I touch them? What's the sensations coming up from them? What are the sounds coming out of them? Really staying present with that in turn will create more connected sexual experiences. I will leave it at that because I know as humans we have very short attention spans with these monkey minds. If you would like to learn more, you can always consult us at Pure Pleasure because this is what we love to talk about. And if you are female identified, I am co-facilitating a women's sexual empowerment workshop at the end of April 30th and May 1st. It's all day, both days, Friday or Saturday and Sunday at our new location at 111 Cooper Street. Moving on up. I'm co-hosting it with two other really, really awesome women, and we are going to go really deep into all this stuff. That's what I just talked about. It's just kind of like the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more and a lot of practices to cultivate to really come into your most sensual, yummy self. So yeah, I'll leave you with that. Have a wonderful day.